Hi Aries, welcome to Third Eye Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the second half of January 2024, or for whenever you find it. Let's get started. Hey Spirit, please bring messages for Aries' highest good. Thank you. Welcome back, Aries. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So happy to have you here. So happy something resonates for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I like to get one overall theme from the wild unknown archetype and read from the book. I think it's beautifully written. I hope you enjoy. You have the Mother, page 63. It's the very first card. It all starts with the Mother, right? We're all born from the Mother. We begin our archetypal story with the Mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the Mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the Mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the Mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she meant to set free. The Mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives, yet clings. She creates, yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the Mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. Beautiful energy, Aries. Yes, the challenge of love, to not cling. What makes us want to cling? Is it because we feel an emptiness inside, right? Like, what if we were to source that love within ourselves so that no matter who comes or goes, we're good, we're centered, we're grounded, we love ourselves and our connection to our bigger self, or, you know, some call it God, Goddess, Source, Spirit, the One. So I have a new deck, Aries. It's called the Lost Soul Tarot. And, you know, I don't know how I feel about the name of this deck, but I do enjoy the artwork. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's cut it to the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you might be grappling perhaps inside yourself with some inner abandonment issues, core, you know, wounding that goes all the way back to your mother, your birth story, or, you know, if it's something about feeling not worthy of love here. Five of Pentacles is an energy of being left out in the cold, forgotten, abandoned, right? It's like an orphan type energy, poverty consciousness, feeling lack, feeling, you know, here we have more Pentacle energy, Two of Pentacles on the other side. So that's obviously Seven Pentacles altogether. That's an energy of investment. Maybe King of Wands, as I pause, Two of Pentacles. You know, King of Wands, of course, is your energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, they say this is the Lost Soul Tarot, but perhaps we'll get found. We have the Eight of Wands on the other side. Communication. You do need to know these, you know, the tarot, you need to have a firm grip on the tarot if you're going to work with this deck, just saying. Eight of Wands. You know, there's nothing other than just the wands there to tell you what Eight of Wands means. There's no picture depiction, right? Eight of Wands is a lot of communication. That's typical for the Eight of Wands in general, but that's all of these cards. Like, for instance, boom, Four of Cups. All you see is four chalices, four cups there, right? So For a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this deck, but if you like the artwork and you know the cards, then heck to the yeah. Lost Soul Tarot. So Four of Cups, Four of Chalices in some decks. This is an energy of missing an opportunity. Why? Because the person, typically depicted under a tree, staring at three cups, just meh. I don't like those three cups. And meanwhile, there's a magical cup appearing out of thin air, right? So Four of Cups, missed opportunity. And now they want to talk about it. What? Knight of Swords, right? So that's communication. Rapid communication. It also could be somebody who really isn't coming from an emotional place. They're coming from like a very stern place, maybe. Cold sword energy is the intellect. It's a cut-off energy. Seven of Wands, Nine of Cups, or it can be, rather. Page of Swords to the Judgment. And you have the World as your next card. Maybe you're closing out a cycle with seeing things in like a negative lean, right? Because I'll just call it negative and positive just for the sake of ease. But Four of Cups is a very lackluster energy. Who wants to be sitting in a, ugh, that sucks energy? Nobody. That sucks, right? So maybe with the World coming next, it's like you've transformed something inside of yourself where you're no longer focused on all of the things that are disappointing to you. You're leaning in the direction of what feels good. And I say that because we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish come true for one person. It's what makes you happy, Aries. The Judgment is right under the World. This is like feeling very like pivotal for me. Like something has shifted here in a major way. Now, if this isn't your energy, it could be someone you're interacting with. Seven of Wands is on the table, which is a defensive energy. It can be a protective energy. It can be like drawing boundaries with somebody. And it always gives me the vibes of "You shall not pass" from, I think it's Lord of the Rings, one of them. Page of Swords here under that Four of Cups. You could be wrapping out a cycle, closing out a cycle, and putting up a boundary with someone from your past that, just couldn't see the good. They were just too focused on the negative. And so it's just like enough already. And now they're just left watching, because there's this major pivotal energy right here coming after this Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a spy card. It's someone who's just watching and collecting information. It always gives me the vibes of somebody who's been like cut. Well, not always, but sometimes it's someone you're not speaking to. So they have no choice but just to watch. Let's see. Doesn't have to be. It could be you collecting information and like, studying something. Two of Pentacles coming under the Seven of Wands. One more, please, for Aries. The World is the four fixed signs, so that's Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. We have more Scorpio energy with the Judgment card right under it. The Judgment energy is a rebirth. It's also making a decision. It's also definitely in this deck giving me like it's Judgment Day. A day of reckoning. There's no escape. There's the harsh karma, I feel. They say we have free choice, right? But we're not free from the consequences of our actions. And so there's always a day of reckoning. In life, we have a conscience, right? This is like Jiminy Cricket right here. It's what's coming through. Three of Cups, by the way, is your last card coming under the Nine of Cups and the Star, major arcana for Aquarius on the bottom of the deck. Now, anyway, day of reckoning, Jiminy Cricket, let's go. Like everybody has some sort of a conscience, right? Maybe. If they don't, life is going to teach it to them. The World, it's a graduation. It's where you're going to go around and around and around, repeating the same cycle until you finally learn the lesson, pass the test, and then graduate. There's always a test. There's always a test. Like, you think you've learned something? Well, okay, here's your test. Are you going to pass it? You're going to be presented with some sort of a test, and whatever, you know, that often comes out as the devil card, right? So the devil is anything that's very hard to resist. It's a temptation. It's an addiction. It's a lot of things, but usually on the negative incline, it can be a very positive energy as far as passion is concerned. If, you know, it depends on the other cards that come out with it. However, it's not here, but I'm just catching the vibes of that world card right now. And in order to pass a test, you know, you're gonna have to be tempted to make a choice, right? Two of Swords down here, making a choice. After that, we've got Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. We have the Two of Pentacles on the table, by the way, coming under the Seven of Wands, which is like basically blocking out anyone who's bringing in the energy of juggling. That's what I'm getting right off the bat, because Ace of Pentacles, now we're going down to one, right? That's the one offer, is really turning the wheel here with that Wheel of Fortune, Hermit. But it's after you get quiet. You get really introspective, okay? Take the time to heal thyself. You know, the Star is a very healing energy. She's grabbing onto the Star and pouring it, you know, she's like a conduit. It's like moving down through her and pouring out. The Hermit goes off to seek his healing. He goes off to find the Star, right? Looks like the Star has been found here within the self, which turns the wheel, which brings in the offer. Going down from 2 to 1 is definitely, in my opinion, good in the instance of love. I mean, unless you feel like being juggled with other people, unless you feel like juggling a whole bunch of different people, then I guess have at it, you know, have fun, but just be honest about it. If this is indeed a love reading, if this is finances, well, it could be that you were having to work 2 jobs just to pay the bills, and now a dream comes true after you do this inner work. Though it's after you do this inner work with that Hermit here, to shift out of 4 of Cups into 9 of Cups, out of like everything sucks energy to, you know what, life is pretty damn good. Why? Because I have cultivated happiness within myself by leaning in the direction of what feels better than whatever it is that you're thinking about that's, you know, making you feel down. I didn't say it was easy, it's just necessary. So let's clarify with steampunk. This is for Aries. Page of Wands. Lively, enthusiastic communication. Although in this deck, he's kind of got his head, or her head, who knows, he, she, doesn't matter. It's got a robot arm, for crying out loud. Steampunk. Ooh, there's that Wheel of Fortune again, though, which was down here and underneath the, you know, Hermit work. Page of Wands is communication, obviously fire energy. So you're home element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarity on the spread for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Wands. So, okay, getting back to how pictures can help you understand the tarot a little better. So really, this deck, this Lost Soul, if you know the cards already, you know, have at it. Obviously, why do I need to tell you this, though? I'm just saying, if you don't know the tarot that well, it's not the best to start with. You want to start with something that helps you. You know, the pictures really do speak volumes, don't they? Five of Wands, it's a fight. You know, there's competition here. There's some sort of argument. It could be real petty argument. Other people's opinions, interjecting when you didn't even ask for it, or it's just arguing, right? So 4 of Cups. Four of Cups was just clarified with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's maybe a lie that you've been telling yourself as far as where your attention has been going, or this is somebody lying to you, or perhaps you've lied to someone about your true intentions. I don't know. Ace of Swords in reverse, though, is a lie. Oh, yeah, which leads to heartbreak. There's something. So maybe you're feeling like that whole emotional and every emotional investment that sucked. It was just full of lies and it wasn't based on anything real. And so maybe that's why you've just been feeling like lackluster and moody and down about love. If this is your story, because it's left just swords in your heart. It hasn't lifted you up, it's brought you down. So you're not feeling victorious in the emotional realm, okay? Somebody, I say it's you because this is Aries reading, but it could be someone you're interacting with. So always bear that in mind. I think somebody really needed to go back to school and learn themselves here. The page is such a small energy in it. Learning something, studying something, gathering information. Okay, the World is next. This is suggestive of leveling up in some kind of way. Yeah, you're putting in the work. Wow, 8 of Pentacles. So you see he's like hammering him out, putting him up. He's putting in the work, right? You're putting in the work to grow yourself or grow your business or just focus on leveling up here, Aries, so that you can have a victory, so you can move forward victoriously, so you are consciously driving your chariot instead of just driving it haphazardly, all over the place, wrecking left and right, so because where we are inside of ourselves is going to reflect on the outer world, right? So that's why I emphasize that inner work, or spirit was emphasizing that, finding that, going within the Hermit to find your healing, the Star. That's what turns everything around, right? Okay. This is the major arcana for the sign of Cancer, by the way. The Hermit is Virgo energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is the 4 fixed signs again. Let's see. 7 of Wands is next. This is like putting up a barricade, putting up a boundary, or protecting something, being very protective over something here. Could be a beautiful connection. 2 of Cups. I mean, this is gorgeous energy. Especially when it comes out with the Ace of Cups, your major arcana, the Emperor, and the Strength card. Major arcana for Leo. Seven of Wands. This is giving me, especially since the Emperor came out, it's like very protective. Feeling very protective over perhaps yourself. The inner work that you've done here. Strength, it takes a lot of strength to do the inner work. That's why most people don't do it. Most people would rather point fingers, right? And it's everyone else's fault, and not shine the light within themselves about like, well, how could I better myself and attract better things into my life, take control, right? Take control of myself, my inner realm. A lot of people would rather just point fingers. Well, they did this to me or whatever. Well, what attracted that to begin with? Why were you in that to begin with? Or why did you stay when you saw the red flags? That kind of thing, right? Like, so it's holding yourself accountable, mastering your own self, finding that Ace of Cups within your own heart so that regardless of whether or not another human shares in it, you're still content, happy, satisfied, flowing in your best juicy life, right? Your cup floweth over. It took a lot of strength to master this beast within yourself. The beast, in this case, I would say, being, the well-worn path of the mind to go in the trajectory of woe is me, or this happened, or whatever negative trajectory that is, focusing on the things that aren't satisfying as opposed to the things that are, basically. It takes tenacity to keep training yourself to lean in that direction, but I'd say it's well worth it. So if we want to attract love, right, into our life, we have to become love within our own self, is to sum it all up. And I think somebody here has done that. Somebody has been putting the work into this type thing and is now very protective. 7 of Wands, very protective of the work that they've done. They are not going to settle for anything other than someone, mutual, 2 people pouring into something, not just one. 9 of Cups is next. This is a dream come true. It's a wish fulfillment. You have both wish come true cards here. The Star with the 9 of Cups are both wish fulfillment cards. It's crazy. So, ooh, there's that Devil. I felt it. I knew it. Devil energy. Now we are in Capricorn season currently, and that is the major arcana for Capricorn. However, that is what I was speaking on earlier with passing the test. So you think you've learned a lesson, have you? Well, you're going to be tested. And then once you're able to resist whatever that devil is, that temptation or whatever, it's a whole host of addictions or codependent relationships, or in the case of what we've been talking in this theme, the inner mastery, working on your own emotional self here. So, but with the High Priestess right under the devil, there could be something that's secretive here, or maybe even somebody who's been up to some not so good magic, right? So magic is neither good nor bad. Magic just is. It's energy, and it's up to the practitioner and their intention on how they're directing that energy, whether it's good or bad. Now, when you have the High Priestess with the devil, I'd say they were probably negatively inclined, which is kind of funny because they really only fucked themselves. Spirit sees everything, right? We have the Temperance next, followed by the Ten of Swords. So truly, we are given free will, right? We are free to make our own choices in life, but we are not free from the consequences of those actions, is coming to mind here. So clarifying the 9 of Cups, we have more cup energy. We have the 7 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the World. Somebody needed to grow up, okay? Clearly, more page energy. It's very young, right? Immature energy. Now, it also could be an excited communication, but the way I'm feeling it with the 7 of Cups is just so confusing. It's like, you see the clouded energy here. This is supposed to represent like a clouded mind, a confused mind, someone who can't see clearly. But we have someone rising out of the clouds here with the World, don't we? Literally, the World, again, which we've already discussed, is like a graduation. First, you have to pass the test, and then congratulations. You've got lifted up out of that clouded energy, right? Could be this communication that helps to clear the air. Also, though, the 7 of Cups is having a whole lot of options, a lot of choices, and hence the confusion, being, the emotional overwhelmment almost of like, oh my God, I don't even know. Well, go for the one that's, dream come true there with the 9 of Cups. But the World, really, it's just giving me the vibes of someone who's lifting up out of a confused emotional state slash mental state. Someone wasn't seeing clearly, perhaps. Like I said, they were lying to themselves, or there was just something that was blocked here. Anybody who would be sitting around doing negative magic is definitely someone who's a bit confused at the very least, because it's so silly, because there's nothing that goes unseen ever. This is one energetic conglomerate that we're all a part of, and the one is aware of its self, right? Some people refer to the one as God, and they feel it's separate, and it's truly not separate. This is one big blob of energy that we're all just a piece of. Page of Swords is next. Page of Swords, somebody who's been watching. Clarify the Page of Swords. Well, that's my opinion on the whole matter anyway. You do not have to agree with me clearly, though. This is my channel, so I'm going to speak my opinion, right? Page of Swords for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Death. This is Major Arcana for Scorpio. Something came to a screeching halt. Honestly, this person was just like dragging their feet anyway. Look at kicking up dirt even. Like, this is the slowest knight in the deck, but in the reverse, it's almost like, nah, this just came to, no offer here. Something got shut down. I swear somebody was like lying, and maybe the lies maybe something came to light as far as the lies, and it just got shut down. 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, could indicate third-party involvement. And I say that only because the Death is here, right? What would make something come to a screeching halt? Well, finding out that there's other people involved. If this is romance. In any case, something ended, Death energy, and somebody's been out just watching. Page of Swords, kept a close eye ever since. The Judgment is next. Now, I did say that I felt it was a day of reckoning, this energy here. Something very karmic, However, it could be reconciliation, because it is a rebirth energy. It's Scorpion energy. Scorpio is death and rebirth. Clarify the Judgment. Thank you. Ooh, look at that. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups was your first card on the table today. And now you can see the depiction of the person who is so like, all those cups are so meh, right? Well, okay, if you're sitting around in like shitty energy like that, you're just going to keep attracting more shitty experiences, right? So even if what we're talking about that came to an end here is you becoming aware of this vibration within yourself, because listen, this is a human experience. We all experience this. Is not to point fingers at anyone. Like, hello, I'm a human too. I've been here. So it's becoming aware of that energy within yourself and taking conscious steps towards shifting emotionally towards what feels better, so that you can lift your vibration and, well, feel better, right? So 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, boom, release. Something releases here. I think somebody's had a wake-up call about perhaps where they've been emotionally inside of themselves. Now, if this isn't your energy, this could be somebody else that like you ended things with because they just couldn't, see the magical opportunity that you were in their life. And so you had to take your magical energy somewhere else where it would be appreciated. But here's communication, rapid communication with that 8 of Wands. Maybe somebody's had a wake-up call about where they've been vibrationally, and now it's go time, right? 2 of Pentacles is next. Now, 2 of Pentacles, wow, just was clarified by the Page of Swords, which is this card right before the Judgment, but it landed on its side. it's very immature. All this page energy that comes through here, it's young, right? But then we have a King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck right now. He has one pentacle in this deck, or in this picture, not two, right? We're not trying to juggle. Usually the Two of Pentacles, you see somebody juggling two different pentacles, which would, translate as someone juggling two different people, or two different, if it's work related, jobs. But now with the King of Pentacles, that's very, secure in the money. Or relationship-wise, this is someone who has made a choice here to focus on one pentacle and leave somebody else just out watching, right? Page of Swords, yeah. Ending one of these pentacles. Yeah, look, see, this one is upside down now, right? Putting an end to one of these two pentacles to focus on just one. Why? Because, well, that's justice for this third party, something or other. And there's that Three of Cups again. Next card to clarify. The Three of Cups, three people, three hearts, because cups represent our emotions. So three different emotional places to visit. It is a card of celebration. It can be a reconciliation. It is getting together with people you haven't seen in a long time, but it's also three cups, right? And there's a theme to cutting one option out to choose, to boil it down basically to just one. Yeah, see, boom, Two of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. They show it differently here too. It's not like the typical juggling scene, but she's riding this really awkward bicycle across the water, and she has a look of stress on her face because it's not exactly easy, but she's making it happen. But it's like, oh my God, for how long can I keep juggling this? The Three of Cups is being clarified by the Five of Wands. So there's some sort of fight still, this energy of fighting with somebody who is juggling you, perhaps, Aries, with another person. But really, why fight, right? Let them go. Bye. If they're just bringing stress into your life, Yeah, it'll be too heavy of a cost. It's better to cut your losses, I'd say. Anybody who brings stress into my life, I don't want anything to do with them personally, but hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but that's what I would suggest, okay? I wouldn't continue to go back and forth with somebody. I would just try to, inside myself, even if you're living together, like, find a way to just rebalance emotionally and disengage as much as possible from someone who brings in all this drama. Start working on your own personal vibrations so that you can level up and level out. If they are bringing stress, I personally don't want them anywhere near me. Let's see. We have the Hidden Truth Oracle. Next, this is for Aries. Right? I can't stop thinking about you, and I wish I could take back my words. Aries energy. I feel you leaving me behind. Couple of cards for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Well, that would speak to that death energy, right? And maybe whoever is being cut out and left just to watch is like mad about it and wants to bring in the drama and the fights. But that's why that Seven of Wands is here. It's like, nah, we're just going to put up a nice firm boundary and protect. There's something about being very protective of the love that you've either found within yourself or that you've found with another human, And this other person that's been cut out wants to come in and bring some drama now. And if you've truly done the inner work, which it is suggested here that you did, if this is your reading, you're not gonna, nah, bro, we're not gonna get our feathers ruffled. Nah, you sit over there with your feathers ruffled by yourself. I'm not gonna join you. All right. So many things remind me of you. We also have, I look for you everywhere. Well, you know, listen, this is known as a spy card, and it came out twice. This is somebody who might be a little obsessive. We did see the devil card at one time during this reading too, that, you know, that can be obsessions. Let's get a couple of cards from Moonology. This is for Aries. Thank you. If you like the way I read the cards, Aries, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It would be so helpful. Thank you. If you would like a private reading, the information on how to contact me is in the description box below. Just click on the title to the video. It'll pull it down for you. If you'd like to be notified when I upload, click on the bell icon. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. We also have step out of your comfort zone, North Node energy. If you don't know your North Node in your birth chart, I highly recommend figuring that out. That is what your soul signed up to develop the traits of in this lifetime. So it's pretty important. It's kind of almost like your destiny. Your North Node is crucial to your soul's development. So, all right. This is for Aries. A couple cards from the angels and ancestors for Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. And that brings me back down here to that Five of Wands. It's like, even if people are bringing in drama, I'm catching the vibes of someone who just can't be bothered. We have White Witch, be the light. So there's somebody in the story that's bringing in drama. And then there's somebody else who's just like rising above it. Literally rising above it. Remember how this came out too. Lifting up out of that cloud of confusion. There's just something about next level here. So whether or not that's one person is just leagues above the other, you know, small little page energy, or if there's an up leveling within the self, you know, let me know in the comments if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. I'm feeling it as two different people. There's no way you can reconcile how this is leagues above, right? Lifted up out of the clouds. This person's just straight confused, right? So it's either, you know, a clarity that comes over within the self, or it's two different people, you know, whatever. A couple of cards, please, for Aries from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. We have shining through on the bottom of the deck and waking the lion. Brings me over here to the strength card. Perhaps it's tapping into your inner, like, animalistic side to give you the strength to push through a situation. A couple of charms for Aries. As I was closing the box, I saw the term that says Arizona. It's a cactus and it says Arizona. So I'm just mentioning it because I saw it. And maybe that means something to someone. We have the letter Y. We have a key, a little skeleton key. So locking the door to one thing and opening the door to another, perhaps. Unlocking next level with that world card that's here twice. We have love. Okay, so yeah, again, where does love, if you want love outside of yourself, it starts inside of yourself. You have to become the vibration of love to attract it. Yeah. We have justice coming out in charm form. I don't know if you can see it. Little justice figurine. She's holding a sword. That's the energy of Libra, major arcana for Libra. But it obviously is karma as well. Something very karmic is occurring here. Like that, you know, again, that message of we have free will, but we're not free from the consequences of our actions is coming to mind again. You know, spiritual court, things rebalancing, all of that, you know, karma type stuff. So this is what I have for you, Aries. I hope there was something helpful here for you. And until next time, take it easy. Bye.